Okay, first off, if you haven't seen part 1, you need to go and watch part 1. A brief overview is I'm selling this stuff because I can't do it anymore. It's a physical limitation. I can't sit down long enough to do any projects. Can't finish them off, can't work on them, I can't do anything. They're basically destroying my brain as well, I suppose, but you know, whatever. Now, the one thing that I didn't mention is I've got a rip saw there. Is that a rip saw? I don't know. I've got that. I've got a jigsaw there. Just make me an offer, I don't know. There's also a ZX81, which I'll do a bit of another video that I did before. This is the ZX81, not the ZX80, which worked absolutely perfect when I tried it 20 years ago, when I bought it. Orbit, Sniper, Meteors, these were the starter pack things. 1982. Verizon Software Starter Pack. So you got something to start you off. I've got some manuals with it. ZX81 basic book. Is Robin Norman still alive? And then you've got a ZX81 here. This one worked. They both actually worked when I tried them. I don't know if there's a power supply with them. I can't remember. 16K expansion pack. 16K! 16K! And there's the other one in here, which has got some cables. There's no power supply. And obviously there's no tape recorder. Oh, there's another manual in there. I started collecting them. I know, like I say, it's in perfect, unmarked condition, but I've not started it recently, and I'm not going to bother either. If you want a ZX81, because they will only ever go up in price. Anyway, there's that. I know there might be one person interested in this, but this was a car project. And it was all laid out. Batteries aren't connected. I'm going to chuck the batteries in as well. It was going to be a 4S, very fast machine that I made out of carbon fibre. So it's got a carbon fibre chassis on it in 2 pieces. That was a piece I made, I think. What's that? That's 1/2 mil, I think, and that's about 3 mil. It's had this was only set up as a temporary sort of a, if it's going to work or not. The servo is, I can't remember, it's quite a good servo. It's also got a, what do you call them now, a servo dampener. No, it's not. It's to keep the car straight. If it starts wandering, because it's rear wheel drive, or is it 4-wheel? No, it's rear wheel drive. If it starts wandering, it straightens it up, so you can do some speed runs with it. But the suspension is off, what is it now? Right, the suspension, or some of the suspension components, are off an armour infraction. But I had to modify the shock towers and fit the towers, fit everything properly to fit. So it sits very, very low. It can sit low or it can be raised, I don't know. It's got that motor, which is just a surpass hobby, God knows what. It does run. I've tested it running, but I can't test it internally. And why have I got that screwed like there? X6FG. I think that was that, what do you call them now? They're bloody good motor, they're bloody good receivers and transmitters, but they're very, very cheap. I can't remember what it's called now. But it's that one there. Focus. It's that one there. So it's all a working sort of a thing, but I can't finish the back end. I bought this shell and I was going to make it into a nice aerodynamic beast, but I never got around to it. I can't do it now. I haven't got the time, I haven't got the patience to do it anymore. So, RC Speedrunner, if you want to finish a project, make me an offer and then you can come and have it. I would love to see that running. I'd love to see it running, man. Drop me an email now, and we'll see what we can come up with. I want to see that. I want to see you finish that and get it running, full speed. It's got a solid copper brace on it, and it doesn't bend at all. But I want to see you finish it. I've got an electric. I'll leave a link in the description. Air conditioner here, with the pipe goes on the back, and also this flexi tip pipe. It's 12 months old, I think. That's it. It's in mint condition. So if you want that, oh yeah, it comes with the remote. It's a Wi-Fi thing. You can put it on your app and turn it on and off whenever you want. It's a heater, cooler, aircon unit, proper aircon unit, and it's 12 months old. This is a Creality CR10, and it's a 500mm version. And you can have whatever. I don't know if this filament's any good, but I've got some decent proper. I've got loads of rolls of filament. I've got stuff underneath here, filament. I've got so much stuff. Power supply there, which is dusty because I don't use it, because I haven't got the time. I haven't got the patience for it anymore. So if you want to buy that, it's in full working order. It's got this Creality glass plate that I had to buy, which is the it's like a textured glass. Oh my god, it does need dusting. Look. Needs all cleaning off again. It's got a direct drive head on it. That's one thing I did change, because I couldn't stick that Bowden tube. So if you want it, drop me a message. This is my masterpiece, and if you follow the channel, you'll know what I actually went through to make this thing, the amount of work that went into it. It's fully working, it's all there. You can see the videos of it all running, and you can see, ow, and you can see how I built it. This piece does come off, which is the funnel. Is it the funnel? That just taps on, and it doesn't. It's pretty airtight. So this is a specialised thing. So there are a couple of rough parts. You know, that needs gluing down there again. You know, but all in all, it's bloody perfect. So obviously, it's a specialised thing. It's going to be collection only. I am not shipping this. Definitely not. There's only me to look at it now. It's a shame to let it go to waste. I'd rather somebody else look at it. So if you want it, drop me an email. We'll come up with some compromise. This is all my carbon fibre stuff for making carbon fibre parts and everything that I used a couple of years ago. I'm going to show you the video that I did before. I'm having a rough day. I can't get down there to take it all out of the boxes, so I'm going to have to rely on the old video to see if it's any good. So I'll put a link I'll put that clip in now, and you can see exactly what's in all that kit. This is all my carbon fibre stuff. There's a roll of carbon fibre. What is it now? I can't remember what it is now. It's a 2-2 twill, I think it is, that one. On here we've got, these are vacuum bags. Like you put your vacuum cleaner on the thing there, and it'll seal anything inside, so you can use that for vacuuming. You've got a vacuum tank. I don't know what size this one is, but you've got a vacuum tank, you've got your pump and everything in there, and that mat that goes on the bottom. Forged carbon fibre dev kit. I think this has just got the carbon fibre in. Actually, there's quite a lot still in there. Bloody hell. You've got gum tape to go around the models when you do your vacuum sealing, because you can use that pump to do vacuum sealing as well as use it for that tank. So you got is this liner? I can't remember what they call it now. Anyway, liner. You've got your other liner, a shitload of it. We've got gloves underneath as well. Yes, we've got gloves. We've got a roller. In this box here, I don't need to open it, do I? These are all the pads and stuff, like for sanding and God knows what. And I think that's a circular sander that I've got in there as well. Just runs off 12 volts. And they're all the pads that you can use to buff everything up. In here we have that I never used, which is a carbon fibre cutter blade thing. Easy release chemical release agents and oh, is it cutting compound of some kind? Yes. And you've got what's that, mould release wax? Yes. You've got loads of paint brushes in there. You've got some more gloves. I ain't got a clue. These are just like panel what's it things that you get your door cards off with, but they're brilliant for releasing moulds with. So we've got that one, and then this one is the one with all the chemicals in it. And there's a lot of it. Now I don't know what condition these are in. I bought them 2 years ago, and obviously I've used some of them. They're not solidified, but I don't know what condition the stuff's in now. There's some plasticine for sealing the moulds up there. And mixing cups, and there's so many chemicals in there. Epoxy hardener. It still looks the right colour. And you've got this. This is basically epoxy fiberglass, and I use it for making moulds. You can see how little I've used. It was up to the top, but I've used that amount to make the mudguard mould, that bloody great massive thing that I made. So that's going. Tell me if you're interested, tell me if you want to buy it, and then we'll come to some agreement with pricing. So that is all your carbon fibre stuff. And anybody who comes to collect, who buys, who pays for any of this stuff when they come, be prepared to take a lot of other stuff with you, because I'm just going to offload everything. Everything I don't need. It's a shame. It's a great shame. But I've got to do it for my own sanity. I can't have it sitting here. I can't explain it. I can't. It's the most frustrating feeling ever that if this is still in my life, it's something that I've got to do, and I can't. My brain doesn't work like that anymore. It doesn't do that sort of thing. So that's why it's all got to go. It's basically for my own sanity. My own sanity. I didn't put that in the other video. My own sanity. I need the money. I need the money. I need the money. And I need the money. So there you go. Make me an offer. I'm not going to be offended by whatever you offer for it. Don't worry about that.